Hey everybody, welcome back. We're in the thick of a mess here. Got the 13 Ecoboost automatic, doing a tranny service. Got 77,000 miles on it. I think they say to do it at 100, but that's way too many miles. So what you're gonna need here is you're gonna need your filter. Here's the one I got. You gotta have tranny fluid. Here's what I got. And you gotta have a gasket for the transmission pan. Here's what I got. So I got this off. It was a pan that, so you can see that fluid's pretty dark. So I'm glad I didn't wait any longer. I was waiting for the right weather to do it. But here's what we got going on down here. And there's no direct way to get that thing off of there. So what you got to do is get a little ratchet, and you get the little end ones in here, and you can get the couple of them up here, and then leave one on each side, say like here and there, and take all the rest of them out, and then crack those loose. Drain the back end first. It's going to go over the exhaust. I know it doesn't make sense. I tried to do it with the front dropping first, and everything does, you can see the tranny kind of sits in there at an angle, even with the truck sitting level. So all it does is fluid runs down and all over. So I ended up screwing that up and then backing these back out. So do it from the back first. I have a heck of a mess. Be prepared. The filter just fell out in the pan as I took it down. So that's pretty fun. But anyways, we got all the fluid out. There's a 19 millimeter, goes right up here on this. You can see the dipstick. It's nice they give you a dipstick to actually check this with. But that plug will back out, and that's where you're going to fill it as well. So it's kind of a goofy process, but it's really not bad. It's really not bad, other than it's just messy. So there's my new one. And yeah, so I'm going to kind of clean up my mess, and then we'll come back and show you some progress here. So I got the pan all cleaned up, top and bottom. It's ready to go back in. I got it as clean as I could down here. The thing is, the tranny will keep leaking from these solenoids and stuff here, so there's not much you can do about that. I shoved the filter in. It kind of fits in loose a little bit. The little port goes in up here with the little O-ring, so you kind of got to make sure it's in there good and just kind of let it hang, and then you put the pan up in there and push it up the rest of the way. So that's where I'm at now. I just got to replace the gasket on the pan here with the new one, and then I'm going to put it up in place. Looks like the new gasket fits just right. Good deal, got the right one. Now I'm going to go and screw that thing back in place. Then we'll talk about oil. All the bolts are in and torqued. 98 inch-pounds is what they're supposed to go to. That comes to be like 8.1 or something foot-pounds. So that's what I did them to. So now we're going to start filling it. So supposedly it takes about 4.5 quarts to where it starts coming back out the fill hole. And then you'll want to start it and adjust from there. So that's what we're going to do next. So that little hand pumper thing there didn't work. I mean, I got maybe half a quart in there. It took forever. But I did have this little transfer pump thing I got from Harbor Freight, which is pretty sweet. So I've got it up in there. It goes quick. You got about 4 or 5 pumps and you got a quart empty. So I've got 4.5 quarts in it now is what they say to do. They say to fill it till it starts coming out that hole. I don't see it yet, but I'll pull the tube out, make sure it's not plugging it. Then you start it, and then you use your little dipstick here, which pulls out of the plug. And then you want to get it to where, there's the hash marks at. You want it till it's at the very bottom of those hash marks right there, cold. So that's where we're at now. So I'm going to make sure that it's coming out the plug hole. Then I'm going to start it. I'm going to check it. And then we're going to add more until it's at the bottom of the hash marks. This thing's showing up here. Let me get it to focus. Okay, so you see you've got an A and a B on here. Apparently the A is the cold range, the B is the hot range. So since it's cold, you can check on your gauges what your tranny temp was. Last I checked, it was like 70 degrees. But here's the mess I have going down here. You can see I've got 2, 4, 6, 8.5 almost quarts into this one, and I'm about in the middle of the A range-ish, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. So I have a disgusting mess. I'm gonna put this back in, button it up, get it out of here, and clean it up. So, be right back. Here's the aftermath with the truck out of the way. What a mess. But hey, it's done, and I'm happy. I'm glad I got it done. Glad I did it on my own. That fluid was so dark, you can see how dark that is. Probably should be done at 50,000s instead of 77s. But anyways, like, comment, subscribe, follow links down below in the description. Let me know what you think, and I hope this helped you.